Americans drink 22 billion liters of beer each year. Most of it is a standardized, mass-produced, pasteurized product, a pale amber brew that travels well, stores easily, and keeps almost indefinitely. A city famous for its beer production is Milwaukee, in the north-central state of Wisconsin. The breweries of Milwaukee employ thousands of people, and the big breweries turn out thousands of bottles of beer a day on computerized production lines. This is not a big brewery. This is the Sprecher Brewery, and while it is a brewery in Milwaukee, it has 9 employees instead of hundreds, and it turns out fewer than 15,000 barrels of beer each year. That qualifies it as a microbrewery. There are now more than 150 microbreweries in the United States. 10 years ago, there were fewer than a dozen. Most of them are run on comparatively low budgets. The Sprecher Brewery uses second-hand food processing equipment and recycled barrels and bottles to turn out its product. But the 8 different varieties of beer this production line turns out are rapidly gaining popularity and are well on their way to making the owner of this brewery a rich man. Prosperity has been a long time coming. Randy Sprecher spent some time in Germany in the 1970s when he was studying to be an oceanographer. He liked the beer so much that he started brewing beer at home and preparing himself to be able to build and operate his own brewery.
And so I ended up doing analytical chemistry, math, business school, fermentation science, which totaled about 350 units or so. And then work-wise, after I did an oceanographic cruise or two, I worked for Social Security as an administrator, did medical research work on innovative healthcare programs, custom home building, and then came out here to the Midwest to brew for Pabst in 1980.
Sprecher spent 4 years as a brewmaster at Pabst. Then he scraped the capital together to put his own brewery and bottling plant in an old tannery building. He did most of the plumbing, carpentry, and wiring himself. He still occasionally works on the production line. Sprecher beer has caught on in Milwaukee, and the brewery is doing well, although it still has less than 1% of the local market. Sprecher's possibilities for expansion are limited, as they are for most microbreweries. Much of the attractiveness of their beer lies in its freshness, and since an unpasteurized product does not keep easily or travel well, they cannot distribute their beer over a large area. Sprecher hopes to expand by building breweries and bottling plants in other areas. But since he'll probably do much of the work himself, he figures his expansion will be fairly slow.